In the hearts of Oka, where red out kisses the souls of the people and the air hums with ancestral presence, Obinna Nwankwo prepared for the happiest day of his life. The compound in Umuopu village was alive with celebration. From the rhythm of Egba drums to the sweet scent of Ofensala and palm wine, it was a wedding no one in Oka would forget. Obinna, a strong-willed man who returned from Enugu after years of hustling, had finally found peace in love. Nkemjika, the beautiful daughter of Chief Madabuchi of Amachala, was the kind of woman who made men forget logic. They had grown up in the same village, separated by circumstances, but brought together again by fate. And now, love was about to seal their bond. The entire community came out in colors. Her coral beads glowed against her brown skin, and her laughter melted even the hardest of hearts. They danced the Igbo Igbo traditional dance together, poured libations before the ancestors, and exchanged kola nuts as a symbol of unity. It was more than a wedding. It was destiny unfolding. Then, just after the final blessing by the elders, and while the crowd waited for the bride's second entrance, Nkemjika leaned towards Obinna, while smiling and laughing, whispered, "Let me ease myself. I'll be back shortly." She never returned. Minutes became hours. The crowd murmured. Her friends checked the restroom. Her brothers searched the back of the compound. Obinna's chest grew tight with every second. At first, they thought she fainted or had a wardrobe malfunction. Then the panic began. She was gone, disappeared into the night, as if the earth had swallowed her. The wedding ended in chaos. Her mother collapsed. Her father raged at the gods. And Obinna didn't speak. He just stared at the empty chair where his bride should have been. He couldn't accept it. She wouldn't run. Not Nkemjika. Not my own woman, Nkemjika. No. The following morning, they searched everywhere. Police got involved. Hunters combed the surroundings, bushes of Oka, down to Nibo and over to Agolo. Prayers were made at Imo Oka Shrine, and sacrifices offered at the foot of the ancient Uzu Hill. Yet, nothing was found. No footprints, no tongue clothes, no sound. It was like she vanished into the thin air. Obinna couldn't sleep. He started dreaming of her. Not in her wedding dress, but in a white wrapper, or white clothes sometimes, barefooted, her eyes empty, her lips muttering strange words. Each night, the dream ended at a groove he didn't recognize. Until one night, an old woman in the dream whispered, "Ogugu Shrine, Ogugu Shrine." The next day, he asked the oldest man in the kindred about Ogugu. The elder paused and then said, "That place no be for ordinary people. It's in the thick of Agwaba forest, where women used to go and beg for children. But sacrifices were always made." Obinna's blood froze. Nkemjika's mother had
Yes, Nkemjika's mother had battled with infertility for years before her birth. Could it be driven by something deeper than logic. Obinna left everything and entered Agwaba forest. He walked for hours, guided only by instinct and the distant sound of Ekwe drums that no one else could hear. The deeper he went, the quieter the world became. Even the birds refused to sing. Then he saw it, an ancient shrine, hidden behind overgrown palms, with red chalk symbols, feathers, and broken pots. At center stood a terrifying idol of Ogugu, half woman, half beast, and before it, kneeling on the earth, was Nkemjika. She looked thinner, darker, her eyes hollow, but she was still alive. She wore nothing but white wrappers, her feet crusted with dust, her wrist marked with chalk. She didn't move when he called her name, until a voice older than time filled the shrine. "She's no longer yours," it said. Obinna turned and saw a tall figure emerge. The priest of Ogugu, blind in one eye, with blackened lips, and a snake coiled around his neck and arms. "You were never told," he said, "but your bride is not free. Before her birth, her mother swore her soul to Ogugu in exchange for a child. Nkemjika belongs to the spirit world. Her womb is a shrine's offering." Obinna dropped to his knees, unable to speak. Nkemjika turned to him, tears streaming down her face. "I didn't know," she whispered. "But on our wedding night, I heard the voice. It called me. I couldn't stop walking." Obinna stood, rage burning through his grief. "I will take her back. I don't care what oath was made." "You can try," the priest said, stepping back. Suddenly, the ground shook. Roots burst from the earth, wrapping around Nkemjika, lifting her toward the idol. She screamed, not in pain, but in fear. Obinna lunged, fighting the roots, cutting himself on sharp thorns, clawing his way to her. He grabbed her hand just as the idol's eyes glowed. "I won't let her go," he screamed. And just like that, the shrine exploded in light. A wind so powerful it bent trees in half blasted through the groove. Obinna felt his body pulled backward, then slammed into silence. Then he awoke. It was dawn. The shrine was gone, the idol gone, the roots gone. So was Nkemjika. He wandered the forest for days, calling her name. No one believed him when he returned to Umuokpu. They said the loss had cracked his mind, but Obinna knew the truth. He had touched her, he had seen her. And every year, on the night of their wedding, a piece of white wrapper appears tied to a tree behind his house in Oka, wet with dew, with tiny coral beads at its base. Some say it's the spirit playing tricks, but Obinna waits. He knows the forest took her, and he knows one day the forest will give her back.